Welcome to Namibia, a country of spectacular landscapes, abundant wildlife, and European-influenced cities and towns separated by vast distances. Before you set off on your travels, Europcar would like to take a few minutes to help you orientate yourself to the conditions in our beautiful country and how to make sure your Namibian holiday is a safe one. We're sure you're already familiar with many of the things that could be hazardous to you on your travels. Life-threatening wildlife such as lion, elephant, rhino, leopard, buffalo, and hippo are some of the larger dangers you'll come into contact with. Smaller threats can also come from a variety of poisonous snakes, as well as from scorpions. But there is one threat to life that many visitors aren't even aware of. And yet, it is one that kills or injures more tourists than all of the other dangers combined. The biggest danger in Namibia, by far, is speed. Namibia is a very large country with more than 64,000 kilometers of roads. Of this, more than 90% are unpaved roads, which is where the most danger lies. Because many of our gravel roads are wide, in good condition, connect towns that are large distances apart, and are generally deserted, visitors tend to drive too fast. And driving too fast on gravel roads almost always causes a loss of control of the vehicle and an accident. To put it into perspective, in Namibia, deaths per number of vehicles are well over 50 times higher than in Europe. Defending yourself against Namibia's biggest danger, though, and ensuring your holiday is a happy one, is easy. Just follow these simple rules. Firstly, slow down. This is the most important point. Controlling a vehicle on a gravel road is very different to driving on a modern road or freeway. Do not exceed 70 kilometers per hour on gravel at any time, and reduce speed significantly on curves or turns. For your own safety, some of our vehicles are fitted with satellite surveillance. Be aware of the fact that most gravel roads curve down at the sides, and that you may drift to the edge without realizing it, which could easily result in your vehicle overturning. Avoid driving at night, unless absolutely necessary, as wild animals are most active then and often cross roads. Of course, you should also be aware of animals jumping into the road during the daytime as well. After a day or two of driving, you may feel more confident, and without realizing it, begin to speed up. Don't. Hitting a sand patch or driving around a curve too fast will result in a spin and possibly in rolling the vehicle. Having to swerve at speed will have the same result. Make sure you keep a long following distance when on gravel roads. Stone chips can fly up from the car in front of you if you're too close and damage or even shatter your vehicle's windscreen. Should you notice a vehicle coming up behind you, don't speed up to keep in front of it. Rather, slow down to allow it to pass and let it pull ahead to avoid the dust. If there are tracks in the gravel surface, try to drive inside them, as the stones are more compacted there and will cause less damage to your tires. Reduce the air pressure in the tires to 1.8 bar when driving on gravel. This helps to protect the tires and give a more comfortable ride. Try to take regular breaks from driving, and when planning your trip, think in terms of time rather than in distance. 200 kilometers in the middle of Namibia will take far longer to travel than on modern roads or highways. Try not to travel more than around 400 kilometers in a day, which would allow you ample time to get to your destination without speeding. Almost as important as speed, remember that in Namibia we drive on the left side of the road. On deserted stretches, it may be easier to drive in the center of the road to avoid sloped edges. But when approaching blind rises and bends, always keep to the left. Wherever you drive in Namibia, you will come across both domestic and wild animals, and they are all unpredictable. When you see animals in or near the road, slow down and approach them carefully. They'll be nervous and can jump suddenly in any direction. If an animal does run into your path, don't swerve if it's a smaller animal, even though this may be an instant reaction. Swerving will result in spinning and rolling the vehicle, which will cause more damage and injury than actually hitting the animal. Always observe road signs and obey them. If a sign indicates a gentle curve ahead, reduce your speed by 1/3. If it indicates a sharp curve, halve your speed. Try and remember that you are in Namibia to experience the surroundings and wildlife. The best way to do this is slowly. Take your time. It's so easy to defend yourself against dangerous situations in Namibia. Just slow down, plan carefully, enjoy your stay. And remember that speed kills. We'd like your holiday in Namibia to be enjoyable and incident-free, because we'd really like to welcome you back to Namibia someday soon. So thank you for choosing Europcar. Please drive carefully, and we wish you a safe and enjoyable visit to Namibia. Europcar, moving your way.